if you like the first Super Mario Brothers animated film, then I think you'll definitely get something out of this. Because welcome back to the James Ramblin Reviews for yet another review. And in today's review, I'm going to be reviewing for you the Super Mario Galaxy film, which is the sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Film from 2023. And just so you know, before we get into this review, I have done a quick reaction towards this movie last night on my channel, which I will link down below. Also done a review of the Pizza Movie, which I done that yesterday afternoon. Link that down below as well. I might as well just link down below my review of the first Super Mario Bros. Film as well, so you get an idea of how I felt about that film, so that when you watch this review you can tell, I like that movie, and then when you watch this one you can tell, I actually like the second one as well. And if you could tell by my quick reaction towards the movie, I did enjoy the film. And before I get into how I specifically enjoyed the movie, because I was trying to be vague in my quick reaction, as it's just a quick reaction where you just give your quick thoughts, you don't try to be super thorough, but in this I will try to be a bit more in depth in certain ways, but I also try not to spoil the film, if that makes sense. And so what the film is actually about, it's like the follow-up to the first movie. You've still got Mario, played by Chris Pratt, you've still got Charlie Day as Luigi, you've still got Princess Peach as Anya Taylor-Joy, you've still got all the characters. There is a few more characters in this movie, like Yoshi and other characters like that, but it very much is kind of just following up what the first movie does, where we do have a storyline where there's a bit of a situation, someone's in a bit of trouble and we need to solve the problem. And who's going to do that? It's going to be Mario and it's going to be Luigi, and they're all going to come together and save the world from horrible, disastrous things. And honestly, that's the best way I will describe the movie. And so first thing I'll say is I enjoy the movie for the reasons why I like the first film, is that you can just tell a lot of the movie is all about just trying to be a fun film, and then also be a love letter to the Mario games, where it does throw loads of references in the film, but it's in a certain way where it's like you can enjoy it because the people that wrote the movie, the people that made the film, they are fans of the game. They really think, we like Mario, we're passionate about this franchise, we're going to put everything we can into this movie because the fans deserve to see it. And it just has a lot of an enjoyment factor in that certain way, because the references, you enjoy it because if you've played the Mario games you'll get the references and you'll just love it because it's just enjoyable to watch in that kind of way. And I think the animation looks great as well. It's all just really, really colourful, looks pretty at times as well, so visually speaking it is really cool to watch. And it's also an hour and a half, just like the first movie, so it just tries to go for it and just give you everything that you can inside an hour and a half. So I do like that about the film. So I like the animation, I do like the voice acting in the movie. Still, Jack Black is still pretty funny in moments, and a lot of the characters, there's still a fun element to it. Just because it's a sequel, it doesn't mean it's gonna be out of proportions or anything. Like, it just feels like this movie just pretty much does everything that you want it to do. And overall, that's what I would say about this new Super Mario Galaxy film, is it ticks every box that I can possibly think of. Obviously it's not a perfect film or anything, but in terms of a Mario film, it gets the job done. It does everything it needs to do to serve up an entertaining time. And there is some post-credit scenes in the movie as well, so pretty much you should stay for that if you want to see more of this, series and where it's going to go. So overall, I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it for what it was. I just liked it for every reason. I enjoyed the first movie, and there was a few things in the film that I pointed out to myself, like, oh, I know that character. And it's fun because if you played the games. It's like an interaction with the movie, and you can take away a few things from the film, and you can enjoy it in that way. And especially one of the characters that's voice acted by Glenn Powell, I actually recognised it right away because I have played Super Smash Bros. So there is things like that in the movie where I got right behind it because I'm just a fan of that type of stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more reviews on the James Ramblin' Reviews. It's been a me, James from the James Ramblin' Reviews. Bye.